YouTube, it's me, Nesh, and today I'm gonna jump right in because I'm doing a story time. A lot of people have been asking, so I just decided to do it. They've been asking about how I found out I was pregnant, and I think the story is really interesting, so I'm just going to share. I went to California in the middle of May, and in the middle of May I was supposed to get my period. So yes, my monthly was supposed to come in the middle of May, and it did not come, and I have irregular periods, so I wasn't thinking anything of it. I was just like, you know, it ain't coming, so it is what it is. It's one of those months. I ignored it. I was like, whatever. I think Memorial Day weekend came about a week after I had left California, and I had to go to a pool party, and it was a local pool party that some friends were keeping. So I was planning on going to the pool party, and for some reason I could not find a bathing suit for nothing. Like, I felt so big and bloated, and it was like, why am I bloated? And I was just like, you know, maybe my period's about to come, you know, you never know. So I literally spent all day in the mall looking for a bathing suit. My cat. I literally spent all day in the mall looking for a bathing suit in H&M, in Forever 21, Urban Outfitters, Zara, like everywhere. And I could not find the perfect bathing suit until I just got this one piece from Forever 21 and called it a day. It was black. It was like impromptu, quick. The pool party was the next day. So I was like, you know what? There's nothing I can do. I have to wear this. And it was one piece because I was really bloated, and I was like, what is going on? Okay, so just to fast forward a little, I did go to the pool party, bloated and all, in my black bathing suit. Okay, so we're gonna enter into a no judge zone, please. Thank you. Of course, at this pool party, I was drinking. I had like 3 drinks, but I'm not a belligerent, sloppy drunk. I'm a very classy lady.
That is my story. I'm sticking to it. I mean it.
I was, you know, cool or whatever, and then after the pool party, I'm like, my stomach is really hurting. Like, so my boyfriend, of course, every time I go to a party or anything, you know, gotta check in with my boyfriend, gotta be like, oh yeah, I'm here now, blah blah blah. And it's no like controlling thing, it's just mutual respect. You know, I talk to him all the time, so I gotta tell him, you know, I'm good, I'm safe, I'm cool. So after the pool party, I was like, you know, my stomach is really killing me, it's really hurting me, like I don't know what's going on. And I didn't think that, you know, it was alcohol poisoning because I didn't drink that much at all. And it wasn't even, I drank mixed drinks. That's the thing, I was drinking mixed drinks, so it wasn't like alcohol straight, so I knew that it couldn't be alcohol poisoning. He was just like, you know, come over, I'll see if I could do something. He made sure I was fine, he made sure I was okay. And the next day, you know, I'm just like, my stomach is still hurting me. I ate food, I drank tea, I did everything I could, but my stomach was still hurting me. Even though my stomach was hurting me, it was Memorial Day weekend, so I wasn't gonna let anything ruin my weekend. I went to another pool party. I could be hurting, but if I want to have fun, I'm still gonna have fun. I'm young.
I mean, what the fuck? Can I live? Can I live? Can I fucking live?
So me and my sister went to this pool party, and I left the pool party. I just had 2 mixed drinks, and then I left the pool party, and my stomach is doing the same thing it did 2 days prior to. I was just like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but something's gotta give. Yeah, so Memorial Day, I had went out with my friends at night. I didn't do anything in Memorial Day. I was with my boyfriend. I was with my boyfriend on Memorial Day, and then I went home because I had school no, I did not. What am I talking about? I had work the next day. So, I went out with my friends. We went to TGI Fridays, and I secretly was looking up the symptoms of being pregnant on my phone. Keep in mind, this is, you know, right after the whole weekend adventures I was going on. And listen, people, please do not go to Google when you feel like you're sick or something, because Google will tell you a whole bunch of things. Because according to Google, I had cancer, I had a stomach ulcer, I had a virus, and I was pregnant. All at once. So do not go to Google to tell you what's wrong with you. Just go to the doctor. And I looked up the symptoms of pregnancy, and everything I was feeling I had, but I wasn't throwing up. I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel nauseous. It was just everything else. So I'm just like, what? I was like, I sat at the table for a second. I'm just taken aback. So I screenshotted it and I sent it to my boyfriend. And I was like, dude, we got to take a pregnancy test because your girl is slipping. He was just like, okay, the next time you come over, we'll do it. He'll get it, yada, yada, yada. So my friends, like, they know something's wrong with me. And they're like, Donisha, what's wrong? You know, you're not talking, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, y'all, I think I'm pregnant. And then they just get silent and be like, I don't think they took me seriously at that point, to be honest. Okay, we're gonna enter back into the no judgment zone right now. I thought I was pregnant at that moment, which I was, but I thought I was pregnant at that moment, and I still got me a Long Island iced tea, a blue Long Island iced tea. Please don't judge me. Don't judge me. Do not judge me. Don't judge me. So I was drinking still, because I didn't think that anything would happen. I thought maybe I was overreacting. Maybe I wasn't pregnant, you know, but it was a possibility that I was.
Let me not even lie to you guys. I just wanted to drink that night. For real.
But I still was drinking because I couldn't fathom the thought of me being pregnant. At night, I went home and I was just thinking. I ignored it for another week. Another week went by and I ignored it. And I was just like, girl, you ain't pregnant? That's impossible. Girl, you need to take a laxative. Thursday came and I went to school and I went to work that day. I was telling someone that, you know, my stomach is hurting and it continues to hurt. It's hurting really bad. And if it continues to hurt, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So she was suggesting that I go and take a laxative because it could be, you know, stuff that I need to release. I went straight to work and my stomach wasn't getting any better. It kept hurting. After work, I was gonna stop at Target and like pick up a laxative, but for some reason something told me to just drive straight home and try to use the bathroom. Great idea. I text my best friend. When I texted him, he was like, girl, you sure you ain't pregnant? When he said that, I was like, you know what? This is killing me. So I just took my ass to the emergency room. No, I never got the pregnancy test because my boyfriend took me as a joke and thought that, you know, it was, no. I guess he thought I wasn't serious about me taking the pregnancy test, so he never got it. So right then and there, when I got out the bathroom, I took a shower and I went straight to the emergency room because I was like, listen, I don't think I'm pregnant. I was in denial. I really was. I was like, I think it's something else. Maybe it's a stomach ulcer for real and I just need to get checked out. I went to the emergency room. The doctor came in and the doctor looked at me and he was like, so what's going on? I told him the symptoms. And the first thing he says is, are you sure you aren't pregnant? And I look at him and I say,
yes, I'm sure, bitch.
And then he was like, what makes you so sure? And I'm like, a lot of things makes me sure. A lot of things makes me sure. He was like, so we're gonna have to, you know, test for that. And we're gonna figure out what's wrong from there. So I was just like, thank you, sir. Now come back and tell me that I have a stomach ulcer and send me on my way and give me my meds. And 15 minutes later, he comes in and he's like, well, you're pregnant.
Oh my God. I can't. Get out.
You know, when people get that news, they're like, oh my God, yay. I was just like, what you talking about? Like, what you saying right now? After that, I was just like, you know what? Just give me my prescription or whatever and send me on my way. Like, when I say prescription, I just mean my papers. Like, give me my papers and send me on my way. So I was that upset. So I go on a rampage. I called my boyfriend about 10 times, if not 5. He was at his nephew's graduation, so he couldn't answer. But I was like, all right, so you're not gonna answer. All right. I sent him this long text message, and at the end of the text message, it said, "I'm pregnant."
I don't don't ever bring anybody around me like that.
So nasty.
And that's what happened.
So rude.
And there was no other way to tell him. I was mad at the time. If we could turn back the hands of time, of course, I would have been a little bit more, considerate and probably have told him face to face. My boyfriend is so mellow about things. He's so mellow. He was just so just mellow and chill about it. And I'm just like,
no, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
sir, we're about to have a whole baby. Why are you so calm? I'm crying, I'm doing all this stuff, and he's just sitting there consoling me. And it's just like, everything's gonna be all right. We're gonna do whatever we have to. We're gonna make it, this and that. And I'm just like, sir, this is a whole baby. A whole baby. That was that. I wasn't happy for about 2 weeks. To be honest, I was not happy for about 2 weeks. I barely talked to anybody. I told people I was pregnant, but I told some of my closest friends, which was 3 people, that I was pregnant, and those 3 people knew, and I was gonna keep it that way. And for 5 months, basically nobody really knew. Towards the end of the 5 months, I started telling a couple of more people outside of my friends, and that's when I made my announcement at the end of my 5-month period. I was dealing with a lot, and to have the amount of support that I do have, I thought it was gonna be way worse than what I expected. I just thought that the way I found out was just ridiculous, because I know a lot of people find out in really weird ways, or people just get sick and throw up all over the place, and they know, oh hey, I'm pregnant. But the way I found out, it was just like, it was a lot. So that is the story.